What is up, everybody? I am RenaMarq, aka Renaissance Mark, your modern Renaissance content creator, and I am joined by LenaLioness. I guarantee you she is amazing. Streamer, content creator, painter, all around amazing artist. She is joining me on today's Per-Sception episode. Lena, how are you? Tell us about yourself.
Well, first of all, thank you.
Of course, of course.
I'm good. But yeah, I'm excited. I've never done anything like this before, so um,
That's cool. That's cool. I'm glad. I'm glad. Just to give a introduction on I guess how I come to know of your content.
mhm,
Of course, through a mutual community of ours. Shout out to the Bay Brigade, of course. Shout out to Story Mo Bay, of course.
yes.
We definitely either whether in Discord or in stream chat or anything of that nature, and then learning that you also stream. I definitely became such a fan of your content, such a fan of your personality, and of your art. So it was definitely a no brainer when I wanted to get back into doing perceptions. It was definitely a no brainer on like who I wanted to get on, and you were definitely top of the list. I'm definitely glad when I reached out that you were willing to participate in this, and I really do appreciate that. And with that, how did you, I guess we could jump right into it. um how did you come to know about Twitch? I guess we'll start there.
Okay. I guess I found Twitch in like 2018. Um, Before Twitch, I was mainly like using YouTube. I wasn't even like making videos or anything. I was just like watching videos and stuff, and it was mostly it was around the time when like Fortnite was popular. So um I think I entered some sort of like giveaway that I found on YouTube. It was one of those like follow their Twitter, follow their Twitch, and then I'm like, okay, I guess I'll follow the Twitch. It was one from Myth, so
Oh,
TSM
okay.
Myth, and then I ended up watching him on Twitch, and I was
Right.
like, oh, okay, this is kind of cool. And then eventually I found like similar streamers to him.
Mhm.
Then I found smaller communities, and that's when I really started like using Twitch, because I was like, oh, this is cool. Like not like unlike the bigger streamers, like it was more of a community feel, and I really enjoyed that. So that's when
Yeah.
I really started using Twitch. And yeah, and actually the first like small community that like I was actually uh a part of regularly was story modes. So
Hey.
yeah. So that was really cool. And yeah, and then eventually I made friends, and they're like, we should just start streaming, and then I started streaming, and it kind of just took off from there.
Heck yeah. Okay. Okay. That's actually pretty cool. That's actually a very unique story that your introduction, because I know a lot of people, their introduction to Twitch, even like mine's, was like through a friend who like was like, hey, you should start streaming, or like just
Hmm.
right off the bat, like before I even knew what Twitch was, it was like, hey, you should start streaming, you should do this, you should do that. I know other people probably just knew about Twitch as the platform in itself, like video games, etc. So
Hmm.
you having such a unique kind of introduction to Twitch, and even managing stick with it, to stick
Hmm.
with the platform in itself the by watching the giveaway, after doing the giveaway, and continue to watch and continue to even dig deeper to find smaller communities, which a lot of people don't do. So I definitely have to commend you on that. A lot of people don't take the time to look at smaller communities or even want to be a part of smaller communities. A lot of people are on
Hmm.
Twitch for the the big nuggets, the ninjas, the
Yes.
Tim the Tat Mans, the etceteras. So to even have that type of mindset back in 2018 to even continue to look at the platform like that is actually very unique and very astounding. With that, you mentioned how everybody was kind of like, some people told you was like, hey, you should start streaming, and then you kind of got more into the mindset of streaming yourself. Content wise, I view your content as very unique. Your streams are very unique. You kind of you do a lot of painting, which I love. The painting things is very calm.
Thank you.
Of course, it's very calm. You also, I also seen you do GTA RP. I also seen you play other video games. How did you manage to kind of want to not just be a video game streamer, but like to implement your actual painting and your other artistic talents into streaming?
Well, hmm, I think it ties into um when I so like I said before, I
Hmm.
when I initially joined Twitch, everybody was just like Fortnite, Fortnite.
Right.
So like not only did I find smaller communities, but I found variety people, variety streamers, and I was just like, okay, well, they're not playing Fortnite. I'm not good at Fortnite. I don't have to play that to stream. That's fantastic. Um, uh and so that kind of like stuck with me. The painting is very recent,
Mhm.
um and that was like, I want to say towards the end of 2020. I kind of got burnt out of like playing video games. I didn't really want to play video games at that time, and I at that point it's like, okay, well, now what do I do? And
Mhm.
then I realized I never really gave my I guess creative side a chance. I kind of like just wrote myself off as like, oh, I'm just like not creative.
Hmm.
Um and then so at one point I decided, like, maybe I should try doing something creative, uh something like artistic, and I decided to pick up painting. And then I'm like, after a while of doing that, I decided, I'll guess I'll stream it. And that worked out pretty well. I really enjoy streaming painting because, like, I like to do it. I think the easiest things to stream is like stuff you like to do.
Yes.
Because chat can tell when, like, you could be playing a game that everybody else is playing, but if you're not having fun, like, people can see that.
Yeah.
Um,
Very
so
much.
I think it was just a lot easier for me um to paint on stream and
Okay.
stuff like that. Yeah.
Okay. That's actually that's dope. I think one of the biggest things that you said, to just to reiterate, you mentioned that you joined Twitch at such a heavy populated transition, I would say,
Hmm.
because once I think Fortnite, and of course this, depending on the game and everything of that nature, but like Fortnite really kind of evolved Twitch to what it is now,
Hmm.
because Fortnite became such a popular game that like you were kind of like you were kind of like dumb if you didn't stream Fortnite. You know what I mean? Like
Right.
if you were just on Twitch or even streaming on YouTube, like it was like, what are you doing not streaming Fortnite? Especially with like the way the consoles were out at that time, or like Xbox, you could stream straight from dashboards at that point, like PlayStation, Xbox One, etc. So it
Hmm.
didn't even take much to just get into a game of Fortnite, stream it. So for you to not only like recognize that, um and then go into gaming but feel burnt out, I want to actually ask, because trust and believe, I know the feeling of being burnt out down to my bones, like the back of my hand. I know it. Did you Was it just because you just different games you just weren't feeling, or was it because you felt like you wanted to kind of just explore other things, and like maybe you felt like you weren't giving into your other creative passions, because like you said, you just kind of written yourself off as like not being as that talented or that creative. Like, what kind of made you switch? Was the burnout the thing that made you be like, okay, let me take a step back and realize I actually am creative? Or was it more of like I had to push myself to do something?
I definitely feel like I had to push myself to kind of look for other activities, because for a while it was just like, well, what do you do outside of work? I play games and I stream. And it's just like, and if I'm not playing games, what am I streaming? So, yeah, like games for me became like it wasn't like what game will I enjoy playing like outside of streaming. It was like, what game can I play on stream? It's like that's how I was like browsing through Steam
Right.
or any other like store. And then I was just like, after a while it's like, I don't think any of these games work for me on stream. So then I just kind of stopped playing games. Um because I was like, well, if I like, I just feel like I can't do these on a stream. I don't think it would be like good content or whatever. Um so that's kind of where that burnout came from. And then after just like sitting here not doing anything, I'm like, what else can I do? And then I had to like push myself to start painting, because I didn't really know where to start with that.
Right.
Like I just kind of saw um like I know some streamers were like following Bob Ross tutorials, and I'm like, okay, that looks cool.
Right.
Uh so I was like, I don't really know what to buy. So I had to look into that. And then I managed to get some paint, some like a cheap set of paint, some brushes, um, and like canvas paper to get started. And yeah, that's kind of how I started painting. Um,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay, so I noticed that you I'm gonna pick up on a lot of things that you mentioned with the feeling of this type of burnout, and kind of going like, okay, you're now looking at games not for your personal enjoyment, but for like
Hmm.
content base, and like that's
Hmm.
definitely a mental struggle, because like there's definitely times where I know of other streamers, I know myself, where like even if you play a game offline, you kind of feel like you're cheating your audience a bit, like you're cheating the people who support you, and that
Hmm.
could be very tough. That's a tough burden to do. So I do want to ask now, when you saying like you kind of picked up painting, was painting something that you enjoyed off stream, or did you pick it up purely because of like, stepping away from video games but still wanting to share your creativity with an audience? That was something that you kind of like grew together, like painting and streaming just kind of grew together? Or was this something that like you enjoyed offline and now you are presenting it to your audience as well as something as a benefit?
It was something, it was like an offline thing for me that I enjoyed. Uh, cause yeah, I was just trying to find something like for myself, something that like just that I enjoyed
Right.
doing. And eventually I got comfortable enough to share that experience on stream. Um, One thing that I do worry sometimes, and I have to snap out of it, is the same thing that happened with games where it's like, can I paint this on stream? Will this be a good, painting to do on
Mm.
stream, rather than uh will this be a painting that I will enjoy,
Mm.
uh just enjoy, period.
Right.
Um so I try to like make sure separate it from content in a sense,
Yes.
so that I don't experience that same burnout that I did with games. Yeah, but so far, I feel pretty good about it. I feel pretty good about like streaming, painting. Sometimes I do get in this space where it's like I don't um not that I don't enjoy it, it's just like I kind of get stuck. Like I
Mhm.
don't know what to do. Um but it's definitely primarily an off stream sort of activity for me
Right.
that I just happened to start streaming.
I definitely understand that. It's very hard to have a passion,
Hmm.
start converting it into I would say entertainment, something that you're looking like a business wise, brand wise, or something just to grow in, that that can get very muddled. It can start to fuse into one thing, and then like if you get burnt
Hmm.
out with streaming, you could get burnt out with painting. You don't even want to do it anymore. You don't even want to look at it. I'm honestly very glad to hear that you are able to somewhat keep that separate in order to just like still have that to yourself in a way, but it's just something that you share. It's not something that you are creating because of, is something that you're creating due to. So that's
Mm.
actually really good. I wanted to ask you, you talked about getting stuck. I wanted to ask you, do you feel like, do you feel like in your growth on Twitch and in this platform, like how how is your balance of feeling connected to the platform of Twitch versus like feeling part of like the communities on Twitch?
Hmm. Uh, feeling sorry. So your question is,
Mhm.
how do I balance feeling connected to the platform versus the community that I have, right?
Even other communities as well. So like I know one of your first, like you said, like your first introduction to Twitch was looking into these smaller communities and being able to grow with them. Now that you're a streamer, do you still
Hmm.
feel connected to different communities, or now like as a streamer yourself, do you feel just more connected to the platform? Like you just kind of get on, you stream, you have your community, of course, you're kind of growing on the platform, but has that lessened the way you feel in other communities?
Mm. Um, I do feel like my involvement in other communities that I have joined, um, it I guess I don't really feel as like I do still feel like I'm a part of the communities, but I'm
Right.
not like interacting as much. Um, and it's also due to like I work and I tend to feel very drained from that as well. So like
Right.
between finding time to stream and working, it's like I don't really have as much time to be as involved, especially like on Discord. Like
Right.
I barely speak on Discord now. It's my involvement in other people's Discords is like non-existent. But I do try um when I have time to like stop by in
Right.
other streams that I normally am in and like talk and stuff. But yeah, I do feel like over time my connection with the communities is just it's not as strong.
Right.
Um but yeah.
Okay. I definitely
Yeah.
get that. I definitely understand that. I deal with that as well. And I think, like you said, realizing, being aware of that, and kind of knowing, popping in and kind of knowing that the ability to have that balance is a definite, it's a plus that I think everybody should have, and hopefully it's understandable on all different sides of of that plane there.
Hmm.
Now, just to kind of get out of that that type of topic, I definitely go more. I want to go more into like goals and ambition. Have you take a look at your start to kind of where you want to go? Like, do you want to take this more seriously? Do you want to have more of a balance of streaming versus other things going on in your life? Of course, you don't have to give any super real details, but like from where you started now to like where you want to go as per streaming or other content creating type of in this content creating industry, where do you see yourself with that?
Mm. I do want to take streaming more seriously. Um, I definitely like I would like to grow as a streamer. The main challenge that I have with that is just like finding the energy for it.
Mhm.
But I do I don't have like a clear picture of like where I want to take it, but like I do want to continue with it. And especially with like painting and have that grow at the same time, like grow as a painter and a streamer and kind of like document my growth. Um, like it's something that I'm interested in doing. It's just a matter of finding that like balance, you know?
Definitely, I definitely get that. With you wanting to grow, because digital media such as live streaming, content creating, etc., like this type of digital media can of course blend and benefit your other creativities, your other creative passions, just as much as you said, where it's like you this can benefit like your painting separately in a sense of way. It's kind of like you said, like documentating it. um do you feel like you want to grow more as a painter than a streamer and just kind of have this be like your quote unquote documentaries of your growth, like maybe 4 years down the line, you got your paintings in museums and you're able to do art shows and this that and the third, and everybody can kind of like see from streams like kind of where you started, kind of been there from the top.
I think I do want to grow more uh as a painter and just kind of have this as documentation of like my growth. Um I don't want to like I don't want to completely like neglect the streaming, I guess. I just want to how do I want to say this? I yeah, I do want to have use it as a way to like kind of see how far I've gone, um, and have other people see how far I've gone. And yeah,
I
that's
got you. I got you. With with that, I want to go more into like, let's say, like inspirations, aspirations. If there's certain things that inspire you, certain people that inspire you, like who kind of keeps you motivated to kind of like keep this going, like who is the an angel on your right shoulder, or that type of saying where it's like you kind of have that person to kind of break down what you're going through, whether it's another content creator or anything of that nature. Of course, if it's somebody too personal, you don't have to share, but like who are the people that motivate you to kind of keep this balance? Because I know, like you said, finding the energy to kind of keep this up is very hard. So like who kind of gives you like that boost, or what gives you that boost?
mm. um I do have someone close to me that
Hmm.
that definitely motivates me to continue. I definitely have moments where I feel like I can't do anything, and he, just snaps me out of that. Um, and you know, he always gassed me up.
Hey.
um, uh, and it feels good
That's
to
good.
have that. And I try to like hold on to uh, you know, painting and streaming uh because of that encouragement that I receive.
I like
Um
that. Hey. I like that. Shout out to that person. Um, so now I'm gonna mess with you a little bit. Now
mhm.
you say there's a lot of games that you kind of looked at and was like, I don't want to stream this, that, and the third. But you're like a top tier Apex Legends player, so we're
No, I
gonna have to
am
talk about
not.
that.
I am
We're
not.
gonna have to
I
talk about it.
I look, the only way I can play Apex is if I'm in here like chilling, okay? Nobody can see what
No.
I look like when I'm playing Apex. Okay? Like I'm in here, my
Oh
hair's
man.
wrapped, I'm in my PJs. I'm sitting all types of crazy, like, no, that is not for streaming. That is and like
Y'all,
when I play
I seen her
Apex,
get 20 kills, y'all. She's no, like,
no,
don't
no, no,
believe
no, no,
this.
do not tell people that,
Let me call
okay?
Aaron in here. Let me call
Okay.
Aaron.
No,
Like, go away. Let me call him in here.
don't
You are.
call them because they will exaggerate too. Stop. Okay. I look, I have good games. Um, but like those are like a few it's very rare, okay? I like Aaron, as you mentioned, might mention a game where I clutched a win. That has not happened since that time,
I'm gonna tell Aaron
okay?
to find clips, and you know she's good at finding clips.
She actually posted that clip on her Twitter. Uh I forget when that was, but it's up there.
Oh man.
Um yeah, definitely. I did stream Apex one time. It did not go well. And I was just like, I don't even know why I let this chat gas me up and to and like play this game.
Because you're a
I
top tier player. That's why.
No, 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 no,
You were
no. I
like,
am not.
you were
I
better than a
literally
hundred
have like
thieves. I seen
one
it.
good game per session, if that. Okay.
Insert clip of 20 bomb right here. I'm gonna just remember
No.
that.
I actually took a break from Apex as well because I was just like, I'm tired of this game.
I
Um
feel that.
and and um what happened? I came back from that break a few days ago, and I had like one good game. My first game was really good. I had like 1,200 damage, and I lasted pretty long. That was great. And then it just went downhill from there. And I was like, this is why I stopped playing. This is it. This game quickly humbled me. Okay. This They said, "Oh, Lena, welcome back.
Oh
Now
my.
here you go."
Oh my god. I'm telling you, I cannot wait. You've been in tournaments now? I feel like you
I
have.
did Makeup's tournament.
Right.
Yeah, I think she did two.
Mhm.
I think I was in both. If I'm not yes, she did do two, and I was in both.
Got
Um,
you. How did it feel
yes.
being the most feared person? I know everybody just quit. It was
I
like Lena's in
literally
this.
was not.
it
I
was like it's like Lena's in this. I gotta.
No, 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 no,
You
no,
can
no,
keep
no.
the money.
There was like people I didn't know were predators up in that tournament, okay? And I was just like, yeah, this is not what I
Oh,
signed up for. I signed up to have a good time. And this is what I was presented with. Okay, that's fine. I guess I will not be joining another game. This is not for me.
Oh my god. I had to message you. Other than Apex, I know
Hmm.
we had a couple of E3s now, going into this next quote unquote next generation of gaming.
Hmm.
What games are you kind of looking forward to streaming or just getting your hands on in general? But just like what kind of games are you kind of looking forward to that you feel can kind of just get you back into that love
Mm.
for streaming games?
Here's the thing. I don't look forward to any games.
I feel that.
I,
No
I,
expectations. I love it. Mm-hmm.
I, I see so many people get so excited about gaming announcements and stuff, and then they end up getting their heart broken. And I'm
Yeah.
just like,
Good old
I do
Cyberpunk.
not get I do not get excited about anything that gets announced. I Until it is like actually available to me. Then I'll be like, okay, let me see somebody play it. It's like, okay, this looks good. Then I'll think about buying it. Oh, it's $60. I don't want it.
So true.
Like, like I do not fall for the like hype of like gaming announcements. That is not me. I just kind of wait and see what happens. If I see a game that somebody's streaming, I think streamers are like the I guess best way to kind of like preview a game for me. Like,
Yes.
um, because oftentimes they won't show like gameplay until like I
The
don't even
game's
know
out.
how long.
Yeah, until like it's released.
Right.
Like
So so I kind of wait until I see if I see a streamer playing a game that looks interesting. I'm like, oh, okay, I'll look into this. Um, and yeah. So like I don't really have like any games that I'm looking forward to. It's just until somebody shows it to me. And
I feel
yeah,
that. Amen.
and then I'll
And
look
then you
into
wait
it.
for a sale. I feel you.
Yes,
I feel
exactly.
that. I feel that. Now, talking about things that is like you said, like streamers are kind of like the like you said, like the best marketing tool for kind of video games.
Hmm.
Now with of course how do you say this word? Influencing. There we go.
Hmm.
With streamers also kind of being like a form of influencing. I do want to talk about the times you made me spend money.
Uh,
Yep.
I made you spend
Yup.
money. That's
These
interesting.
these boba teas that you keep having every time I am in your stream and you are talking about these boba teas. I'm like,
Mm.
let me go try a boba tea. And then I wind up getting these milk teas and I don't like them.
Oh.
And then I keep going back. So, like, I do want to talk about, like, just for some fun conversation. Like, I do want to talk about, like,
Hmm.
how did you get, like, into that? Like, how did, like, I did finally find one that I liked,
Ooh,
but,
what flavor?
honey lemonade or something like that.
Mm.
Something like, yeah, it's like honey
Mm.
lemonade with like at Kung Fu Tea, I guess. Not a sponsor. You guys owe me a check now. But but definitely was able to finally find. But like I would have never even like I I guess not like even thought of it or like thought to try it. But like seeing you talk about it and things of that nature. So
Hmm.
fun conversation. How do you like how did you come across like your love for that? Like I even see you try to make one, which
That was interesting.
so talk to me about that. Like talk to me about like and talk to me about like on a serious side of that question. Talk to me about like
Hmm.
I guess of course not knowing that you're influencing people, but knowing that you can kind of be in that space, you know?
Mm. Yeah, like when you said I made you spend, I was like, huh? Like, what are you talking about? um, uh, I think when did I first hear about bubble tea? I think it was a coworker of mine some time ago brought me to like this bubble tea place in Chinatown.
Oh.
Um and I was like, "Oh, this is good. Like what is?" And it just kind of went from there. Um yeah. Bubble tea's really I actually had some this morning.
I figured.
I really enjoy brown sugar milk tea. I think that one's like my favorite.
Okay, I gotta try that one. I gotta try that one.
Yes,
Okay.
yes, brown sugar for sure.
Because the way I've been
Um,
going down the menu, it's been like I'm like
yeah,
Lena owes me at least $200.
I, well, I'm sorry about that. Um, but what was the other part of the question? Influencing?
Yes, like how do you feel
Mm,
like just I know of course like you're not streaming to uh primarily consciously influence, but just knowing that like something that you're passionate about that you do have the ability to influence people to just give things that you talk about or that you're passionate about a try. Like how do you feel about that? Because I've been in your chat, like people really do be like, okay, I gotta try it because like you
mm.
talk it up. So like not only with like bubble tea, but like with other things, like just knowing that you can influence people, like how do you feel about that?
Um, Never really thought of myself as somebody that could influence. But that'd be cool. If to be considered an influencer,
Hmm.
right? I do often see people on my timeline on Twitter talk about like uh impact over numbers. I think that was
Yes.
started by who kind of started that conversation? Was it
I think
N
any
E
saga.
sagas?
Yeah. Shout out to any
Yeah,
saga, by the way.
yes. And to see that it's kind of makes it like it kind of puts it in perspective like this is not like super out of reach. It's not for people that are averaging or not just for people that are averaging like thousands of viewers or hundreds of viewers. It like you could be capable of influencing if you if you have that sort of like impact over your community.
Right.
um it's not necessarily about like how many people are watching the stream, it's about how many people are like kind of taking in what you say.
Right.
And so like it's not like this super crazy idea. um I still I'm still shocked that you said that I made you spend money,
Yep.
but like that'd be that'd be pretty cool. To be it to have more people like consider me as an influencer. I think that would be a yeah, that'd be pretty cool.
Right. Okay.
Um
Okay. So I definitely love the fact that you brought up impact over numbers because that's definitely something kind of that I'm gonna work this conversation into as well.
mhm.
But just to kind of keep it on just a lighter moment before we kind of talk more down into it, sponsors like sponsors are or is there any partnerships or sponsors that you would want to work with, like even if you could think of like a good three, like who would you like if you wanted to reach out and send your resume to three companies, if you knew you get a yes, who you going to?
Huh. That's a good question. Um
I try.
Sorry, one moment. Let
Oh,
me just
do you think
do
take your
this
time.
real quick. All of a sudden I lost my sunlight. So um that is a good question.
I appreciate that.
Um Going back to the bubble tea, like maybe like one good bubble tea spot.
That'd be cool.
That'd be really cool. I especially because I do see this like one YouTuber. Well, I mean, I'm sure other people do, but she like literally all her content's like bubble tea. And she's just trying all these different places. I'm like, I kind of want to do that.
That'd be cool.
um um what else? I guess another one would have to be some, I guess like a company that makes like acrylic paint, because that's mostly
Mhm.
what I work with.
Okay.
So like let me see. I know there's Liquitex. I do own some Liquitex paint.
Okay.
Um the store that I the store that like I go to the most for like art supplies, Blick.
Okay.
Um Blick Art Supplies. I think that would be pretty cool.
That's so
Um
fitting that you go to a place called Blake because you are a dangerous person and you pow 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 pow.
oh my goodness.
Like-
Like, but honestly, like every time so my doctor's office is near like that art supply store. Every time I go, I'm like, I'm spending so much money there. It is insane. So, if they could,
Yo, Blake.
sponsor me, that'd be pretty cool. Um, and then one more. Mm, I don't know.
Mm-mm.
Oh, I saw on Twitter. What company was it? It was like a Japanese snack box. Honestly,
Oh.
any type of company
Mm-hmm.
that's trying to feed me. But I did see, I think it was like Tokyo Treat or something, that they were actually working with streamers. I was like, that's pretty cool.
That is pretty cool.
Yeah.
That is pretty
I
cool.
do enjoy trying like Japanese snacks. So that would be pretty cool as well.
That'd be pretty cool. Okay, so
Yeah.
bubble tea mukbang. When is it happening? Just
Um
a bar full of bubble teas on
that
stream. When you doing it?
that is a interesting idea. I'll have to get back to you on that one. Um, because bubble tea it can get expensive.
Yeah, I know.
Sorry. Sorry about that. Yeah, I that's actually an interesting idea. I also do want to try to attempt making it again. I don't know
Yes,
when that's gonna
because
happen
that was fun.
because the way my dad just will not let me have the kitchen. Did you see the last
Don't do that. Your dad let you have the kitchen.
No, because he would keep walking. He like, can I have my kitchen back? I'm like, Dad, I'm trying to do something here. Like, can you please?
Your dad screaming that you had your family dancing in the back. That was one of the
Yes.
funniest. Oh my god, that was so funny.
Yeah, that's what I get for streaming in the family space rather than just my room.
Oh my god, that was funny. Let's see where to take this now. So I think one of the one of the benefits of one of the benefits of growth is building a community.
Mhm.
And like you said, kind of you building your community. What are some community focused things that you may want to implement? Of course, if it's like ideas that you don't want to get out or spoil or have people
Mhm.
steal or whatever the case may be, like you can ixnay those. But like community wise, for like your community, the Lions Den, shout out, bye bye. um what are some things that like you want to get into? Like, do you want to do like a group paint meetup or something like that? Like, what are some things like that's community focused that you may be trying to build, whether now or down the line?
Mm. I definitely want to start doing like community stuff. I swear every time I stream and like excuse me, and somebody brings up the Discord, I'm like, I need to do something, start being more active in this
Yeah,
Discord.
I feel that.
Um, you know, I haven't really like a whole lot of thought into it. I know everything uh a thing that everybody's doing is like movie nights. I'm sure every Discord
Movie night, yeah.
got some sort of movie night. But I definitely something that I've thought about doing is kind of like if I'm not streaming on Twitch to like just stream like painting on Discord and have sort of like a hangout sort of thing
That'd be cool.
rather than just like because for one, I can listen to whatever I want if I'm if
Yeah,
I'm on Discord.
yeah.
Um but yeah, I would like to just kind of like chill with people as I paint just on Discord. I think that's kind of like the main thing that I've thought about doing
That'd be cool.
um with my community. And
A more intimate version. Right.
yes. Um but I definitely do want to implement more community things with like my painting
Mhm.
as well. Um but I haven't really come up with a whole lot of stuff yet.
I get that, but it's good to know for like people who support you that will watch this. If they do,
Mhm.
it's always good to know that like that you're they are in your thoughts, whether you are active in the
Yes.
Discord or not. They are in your thoughts, which and that's
Yes.
the benefit.
um but also like going off of what you're saying, like, yes, they are in my thoughts because I feel like when I am in my Discord, when I am in like the voice chats, it's just me and my friends. Like,
Right.
I do want, there has been times where like I just want to sit in the general, you know, like voice chat and just have anybody come in. Like, it's not just for me and my friends, like,
Right.
it's for everybody. And I don't want people to feel like they can't, if I'm in a voice chat that they can access, like I don't want
Right.
them to feel like they can't hop in
Right.
and say hi,
Right.
you
Like
know?
you're out of reach or something.
Right.
Right.
Um, like I definitely want to interact with everyone more for sure.
I definitely get that because
Yeah.
streamers are. I tell everybody, it's Twitch has become such a polarizing platform. YouTube has become such
Mhm.
a polarizing platform that anybody who creates on there, whether you have damn near 5 followers to 5 million, like some people automatically just look at you in celebrity status. Like that's it.
Mm.
Like they put you into this status of like you are kind of this pedestal out of reach person if they support you or if they sub or send bits or whatever the case may be. What even if it's just a regular follow. So it's good to always hear from different creators that like, hey, like I'm still like a regular like human being. Like I'm
I'm
not.
just like y'all.
Yeah, I'm just like y'all. Sorry, but I do want to ask because I know we're getting into the last 10 minutes of the hour here. So I do want to
Mhm.
get your thoughts on Twitch as a whole. Now, this is going to be a little bit of a more serious, kind of darker tone conversation. I do
Mhm.
apologize. And of course, if you don't feel comfortable answering anything, you don't have to. From 2019 to now, Twitch has been under fire a lot of times. For whether lack of security, lack of safety, DMCA, honestly at this point, you name it, Twitch has probably been on fire for it. How do you feel about that in general? Like, how do you feel about? Hold on, I'm sorry. How do you feel about the issues of a platform that you are trying to grow on?
Mhm.
And do you feel that it's going to be something that comes to a boiling point, whether it has or has not already, in your opinion? but how do you feel that will implement how you go about and see Twitch in the future?
Hmm. Um, I think the main thing that I think about when it comes to Twitch, well, I mean, Twitch has all sorts of issues,
Yeah.
but but I think it's the just the connection that the platform has with its creators, right?
Talk about
So,
it. Talk about it.
um,
Talk about
like
it.
I've seen there are two people that I followed that I've seen like they've been banned
Mm.
and have not heard from anyone. And I
What?
think um or if they did hear from someone, it wasn't very
Sufficient.
helpful.
Right.
Yeah.
Fuck.
And I think that like I guess it's just being able to support the people that kind of make your platform, you
Yeah.
know, regardless of their viewership, if they are seeking some sort of support
Right.
or understanding of like the TOS or like why they've been issued a strike or anything like that, like make sure that they can get answers,
Right.
um just I don't know, like there's a lot of I don't think Twitch is very clear with everyone about their terms of service, like what exactly is a bannable offense and what isn't.
Right.
So I think like I think the um that's kind of like the one of the bigger issues in my mind. Even though I've never done anything to like get banned,
Hmm.
doesn't mean that I can't get like I don't know that I might uh how am I trying to say this? Like I might end up doing something and I have no idea that
Right.
I did something, right? And then it's like if that happens, who's going to tell me?
Right.
Who can I reach out to? So I guess just um showing that, showing the creators that you care as a platform about what happens to them
Right.
and making sure that everybody's on the same page. Because there are a lot of things that I like. There's one of the major topics going on right now is a certain category. I will not say.
I get you. I'm here with you. I'm here with you.
I
I'm
will not
with you.
say what that category
I'm
is,
with you.
like,
The bubble
but
tea
like,
category. That's what we gonna call it. That's what we
yeah,
gonna
sure.
call
But
it.
like, like people are trying to understand, like, you know, what exactly is bannable, like what exactly are the rules? Because nobody really understands
Right.
what's going on,
Offensive or not
right?
offensive or whatever the
Hmm.
case may be.
So, yeah, I think just being more connected with its creators, I think that would be like the main thing that I would want to see from this platform that I am trying to grow on, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that's it right there.
I definitely understand. I think one of the biggest things, even with, I think you're absolutely right. I think the communication, the disconnect of communication between like Twitch and its creators, I've noticed only the top of the creme de la creme really
Hmm.
gets support. And I guess because like some of them have managers that can maybe
Yes.
reach out to Twitch staff and et cetera, et cetera. But like I thought that when they rolled out affiliate for the first time, I think back in like 2017, when they rolled out
Hmm.
affiliate, that would kind of give people who reach that status kind of like some type of support.
Mm.
But there's times where getting even just getting an email back from Twitch support is like hell. It's like hell on earth. Like, and like just like you said, it's like to be on such a platform where you make money and you grow a community and the platform makes money because of how you're making money, how you're growing your community, to just not even be to not even have a way to support that, not even like a affiliate hotline where like if you're an affiliate, like you can just reach out even if it takes a minute to get back to you, like just to have like that kind of a
Mm-hmm.
peace of mind, I think is very important. Because you're right, like no one creator is on the same page on this platform. Like the TOS to me could be a totally different thing to the TOS to you. The DMCA to you can be 100% different than DMCA to me.
Mm-hmm.
It's weird how me and you could play the exact same song and like I may get banned but you don't. Or like
Mm.
we could do the exact same stream and like you could get banned but I don't. Like that's such a bridge where I think that's the number one thing that has to be mended. My other question on Twitch, but definitely my last question on Twitch before we wrap up. How do you? I make it a two-parter. One, what are some things that other besides communication, but like platform wise, what are some things that you would like to see? Like, what are just some cool features that you would like to see be a thing on Twitch? And then two,
Mm.
TwitchCon, whether it's 2021 or 2022, how do you vision that going as well? Taking account of all the issues, all the changes, all the ups and downs. Like, is it something that you are more excited to try to go to, or is something where you're just like, I might stay out of this one?
Um, so I'm gonna start with the TwitchCon
Yes.
question. I was saving money to go to TwitchCon 2020. I was super excited about it. You know what happened to that? um, um, it's definitely something I want to go to. Um, Definitely not this year. I don't think
Yeah,
they're even doing one this year, right?
they might. There's been a
They
lot of
might.
they updated their website
Mm-hmm.
and they also went. I think they update they. A lot of people said they updated their website and they also got some what do you call it when it's not copyright but it's like patents something like that.
Patent. I
Yeah,
think that's
patents.
it.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
like that. So a lot of people saying that they may not. They may. I think they're still kind of waiting, but they may announce it for I think October, September, or October, either
Mm,
this year, either this month or August, possibly.
okay.
All
Mm.
speculation, but rumors going through the mill.
Yeah, this year, no.
Yeah, that's a
But
fact.
next year, I would like to, go to TwitchCon 2022 if my concern is just the safety,
Yes,
like
yes,
like
yes.
sure everybody's getting vaccinated or not everybody, but like people are getting vaccinated and stuff, but like there's still a pandemic.
Yeah,
I don't care how many things you open up, like it's still there.
you're absolutely
So
right.
I definitely want to get to a point where I can be more comfortable in a crowd and not think about, possibly getting sick.
Right.
So I definitely would be interested in going next year.
Okay.
Um, because I saw like how much fun people had at like the one in 2019, and I'm like, I want to do that.
Right.
And then things happen, and I'm just like, oh, I guess I can't do that. That's cool. And then what was the other question? The features, right? Features I want to
Yes.
see.
Mm-hmm. Any
Um,
features? Nothing's out of play.
hmm, I don't know. because some good features that I saw, um, the low latency feature on mobile really fixed, for me at least, fixed
Yes, it
that
did.
mobile delay
Yes, it did. Oh
for
my
sure.
God.
So I didn't even think of that before, but like now that I see that it's there, I'm a fan.
Facts.
The identity tags, like the, whether it's LGBT, black tag, or
Yeah.
like any sort of like identity that you have, um having that as a tag, I've definitely been using it.
Right.
I've been using it to find more people that, that I relate to. And I think that was a really good feature to add. I actually use it to find people to raid.
That's
I'm
actually
like,
pretty
let's
cool.
find somebody new. And then I would go into like art, and then I would see, okay, who in the art tag is black. So like that, I
That's actually
definitely
really
use
good.
that feature.
That's mad smart. I'm gonna steal it. I'm stealing that.
You steal that?
I'm stealing
Um,
it.
and then goodness, what else? I don't know. That's definitely something I would have to think about.
Yeah.
Because so far I'm in
You,
terms of my experience browsing through the site, or
mhm.
like, yeah, just using the site, I think my experience is pretty good. I think I have what I need so far, until I realize I don't have everything I need.
I feel that.
But yeah, so far I can't really think of any features.
That's cool. That's cool. I actually I think the features that you did talk about are actually features that, like you said, kind of I didn't think about. The mobile one I thought about because it was making me angry, but but the tags one was actually really good.
Mm,
I didn't even piece that together. I really enjoyed that one. There's just a lot of things that, because I'm kind of with you. Like now I'm kind of like, what would I actually want? I don't know yet. Um, but that's definitely something that's a plus. And with that, I know we are
mm.
nearing the end. We are a little bit
Oh
over
wait,
the
but
hour. Oh, sure.
I just have one more
Go
thing.
ahead. Go ahead. Do your thing. Do it
So
up.
with the low latency feature, they took away the pop out thing. So like, say if I
Really?
wanted to use
They
another
did.
app and have low latency, I can't do that.
Yeah. I
So
do hope they update that, actually.
did
Yeah.
they update
No,
that?
no, no. I hope they do though.
Oh, you hope.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. But other than that, then yeah, I'm good. Now you can continue. Sorry.
No, no, no. It's cool because I recognize, because I thought that too, and then when I tried to do it, it's like you can only do like audio. Like you could
Mm,
still hear it until you go back into the thing. And I was like, well, no fucking point of that.
nah.
like, oh, fuck,
This is the
okay,
price we have to pay, I guess.
okay. Golly. Um, but yes, I definitely want to say thank you. Before I end, please tell us everything about your content. What platforms other than Twitch? What's your schedule stream? Um,
The schedule. Wow.
why do you? Yeah. I put you on blast there. I had to. Why do you like clam chowder so much?
I
Just
don't
tell us.
even.
Debatable. Y'all, let me tell y'all, she had a clam chowder bubble tea flavor,
No,
and I
I
was just like,
didn't.
whoa, you are
Oh
you are
my
Boston
goodness.
up right now. You are Boston up. I was like,
Hmm.
how do you have clam chowder bubble tea with the? I was like, oh god.
In
That's like your
case,
Apex game fuel, clam chowder. And it's like you just get a couple of clam chowder bites, and next thing you know is 1,200 damage, 20-0. I feel it. I feel it.
oh
I feel
my god.
it. No downs at all. No, but definitely tell us, where and when they can find you streaming, and your socials, which will also be in the description below, so y'all don't mind that. But tell us about everything, before we exit out.
Yes. So you can find me on Twitch, twitch.tv/LenaLioness. I need to get that schedule under control. I'm going through some changes right now where it might, so I don't really have one, but
Okay.
eventually I'll have one. And I'm on Twitter under the same name,
Yep.
and I'm on Instagram as well under the same name. I am trying to be more active on those, but it's there. Like, I keep telling myself like post more pictures, tweet more. But yes, I do have a Twitter and an Instagram. They're both LenaLioness. I have been thinking about making like painting TikToks, and I still am trying
Oh,
to
that'd be
figure
dope.
out how to do that.
There you go.
And my TikTok is LenaLioness_ because for some reason
Somebody took it.
somebody took my name and they don't even use it. It's
We got
it's frustrating. But yeah, that's where you can find me. Yeah.
Perfect. Also, what about what's that one thing that people are making now? A fan house?
Fan house? I
Fan
saw
house,
that.
yeah.
That looks interesting. I don't really know much about it.
Me
but
neither. Yeah, don't get me lying
Yeah,
to you. Like,
I
like,
I kind of want to look into it for sure.
I feel that. I feel that. And so, and lastly, tell us when your first art show is.
My first art show. You look when, when that happens, you'll be the first to know.
I hope
Okay.
so. Exclusive. Like, Lena, honestly, thank you so much. I really do appreciate this. Thank you for being on an episode of Per-Sception. And I do appreciate y'all watching. Once again, I am RenaMarq, your modern Renaissance streamer, your modern Renaissance content creator. This has been Per-Sception with the queen, LenaLioness. You have to call her a queen because the lioness is a queen. So, you know what I'm saying? Listen, if y'all want to get on her good side, just go to her streams, donate, sub so she can get as much clam chowder bubble teas as she likes.
No, okay.
And I will see y'all later. Lena, if you want to say some bye words, you can. Other than that, I am shutting up. Bye, y'all.
Yeah. You want this clam chowder?